Airsoft GI TV, and welcome to our first installment of Airsoft GI's Top Tech Challenge. Today's challenge is going to be for accuracy. We're going to have our techs build a gun to shoot as accurately as possible. Let's go meet our contenders. First up, we have Anthony. He's been teching by himself for about 6 years now, and he's been employed here at GI as a tech for 1 year. His teammate is going to be Andrew Mejia. He has been teching for 6 years as well, and he's been employed here as a tech for 1.5 years. Their combined tech experience is over 10 years, and they're going to need it because they are going head-to-head against Frank, our head technician. Frank's been working here at Airsoft GI as the head technician for 6 or 7 years. That's pretty much since the beginning of Airsoft GI. He's been teching his own guns for longer than that. Let's go down and we'll talk about the rules. Alright, the stage is set. Now here are the rules for the build. The techs have $500 to select their gun and their parts to build it to shoot as accurately as possible. They also have a time limit of 1 hour. For every minute and every dollar they go over their time limit and budget, they get minus points. For every dollar and minute they stay under, they get plus points. The guns will also be judged based on how they look. If they're able to build the gun to look sleek and look functional, they'll get plus points. If they don't, then they'll get minus points for that. Now, since this is the accuracy top tech challenge, the most heavily weighted portion of the judging will be on the gun's performance. The techs will have 5 free shots to hit their coin. Every shot above 5 that they miss, they will get minus points, and they will get heavily deducted for missing the coin. So they have to hit it in 5 shots, they have to get it under budget, they have to build it in the appropriate amount of time, otherwise they're probably not going to win. But let's get out of the way and let the techs build. Alright, you guys know the rules, you got the game plan set, let's get going. Alright.
We're good? Yeah. Alright, ready for this one.
Now whenever you modify or build something, you're bound to run into a few surprises or speed bumps that might delay the process. Timing is crucial for this tech challenge, especially for Frank, because he's one man working on one gun. Anthony and Mejia have split up the work, they're 2 guys working on one gun. Frank, unfortunately, is our first tech to run into his first speed bump. Let's go check in on him and see how he's doing.
It looks like D-Boys, unlike the JG, which I originally thought I was going to use, has some bushings, so I need some bushings. Yeah, well, this is actually one of the most important parts of having a quick reliable airsoft gun. You want to make sure the gears pretty much have the ability to spin freely, but you don't want too much of that side-to-side action. Basically, so that you get full contact with people all the time. So I've been working on airsoft guns a lot more than these guys, so I think it's pretty much got that for Henry.
He is also shimming the gun, except he's having problems getting the stock shim off from the factory. Looking into his toolbox to see what you can use to help him out. Success. Alright, now it's Anthony's turn to run into a speed bump. You have to understand that when manufacturers make something, they don't expect you to modify it. Other companies can make aftermarket parts for certain guns, but that doesn't mean they're a direct fit. Anthony's finding this out the hard way.
Alright, ran into a little problem here, trying to fit the system output unit to the AGM receiver. If you want to take a look here, let's see. It doesn't go in all the way. See that? So, I will have to inspect this and find out exactly why it is getting stuck.
Alright, now since you had to go get metal bushings, which is not something you were planning to do earlier, are you over budget right now?
Actually, no, I'm right at the budget. I actually had about $9 or so. Went with a cheaper barrel than I originally planned on, so give myself a little leeway that actually kind of paid off. So.
Alright, now it's taken Anthony a considerable amount of time to remedy the problem with his hopper fitting into his barrel. Unfortunately for him, as soon as he did figure it out, they ran into another problem.